And good morning, everybody. John Pisanchik here, and this is my Bitcoin analysis for Tuesday, January 19th, 2021. Important things are going on here, and I'm going to present a strategy to follow that's very important. Now, there's a risk to it, which I'm also going to go over. Excuse me. But I did want to put this out there because I think it's significant. I think it's important, and I want everybody to be aware of my thoughts here going forward. So what I'm going to do is I am going to bring up my screen with my chart, and I'm going to get going here. So we're going to start off with the daily chart, which I'm moving to now. And in the daily chart, we have a consolidation happening here. And if you take a look closely, you see that middle band, that middle line in the within the Bollinger Band. You know, that is a very significant line here, and it has played a very significant role in that the price action respected it, and it wound up providing support going forward. So we had weakness. You know, we had this initial weakness, a little bit of a rally, 2-day rally, and then some more weakness. And in this initial weakness that we had, where we came down to $30,000, the price action found support at the midpoint of the Bollinger Band. And then as we went up and we started to trade lower again off that rally, it found support again off that Bollinger Band midpoint. And then the next day, more support, and now we're moving forward. And at this point, we're starting to see higher highs, lower lows. And you know, the other day I said it will be very, very important not to have a close below the low of January 16th, and we did not. We actually, even though we had a lower low, we closed a little bit above the low of the previous day, and then the next day we rallied. And now today it looks like we're rallying again. Now there's something very significant here. So that's the Bollinger Band. Also, if you now take you know, the two lows, we now have a defined consolidation phase space. Okay, so right now the important support level would be, you have two. You have the Bollinger Band that's coming in at 35,800, and then below that you have the lower end of the support line, which is coming in at 34,000. Now let's move to the 4-hour chart. This starts to break down the time into a little bit a narrower time frame. And what you can see here is that we have been consolidating, and the two low points that have come in, you know, on the daily chart, okay, and extending the support line has been respected. Actually, this was respected on, I gotta just move my cursor over, on January 17th at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. It was respected and it moved higher, and you can see that it's been moving higher. Also, you know, when we had this first fall off from, you know, hitting the $40,000 to $42,000 high, when we had that fall off, all right, we had our initial rally, and then we came back down. That initial rally is an important point because that is where a resistance point came in sufficient to knock down the price again. Well, so I wound up putting a line through there so that we can get a visualization. So we wound up breaking through that support, that resistance level. And what we have been doing is we've been trading on either side of that resistance level, which also has been trading on either side of the middle band of the Bollinger Band. So we've got some very important support coming in over here. One from the lower end of the trading trend line from the daily chart. So that's one. We have the resistance level that we broke above that it has been respecting and trading on either side of, and the Bollinger Band middle band has been being respected, really staying around that. And the reason why I'm so anxious to get this information out is because I am seeing on the 4-hour chart that volatility is contracting. Anytime volatility contracts, you have an explosive move. Could move to the downside, could move to the upside. I'm betting on the upside, only because of the way this has been trading. So now, and I'll explain more in a moment. I'm going to move to the hour chart. Those trend lines that I had on the daily chart and the 4-hour chart, I also come through on the hourly chart, and you can see that we've been getting higher highs, from there. On the hourly chart, even the support came in right where it was supposed to on that trend line, and this has also been trading on either side of that old resistance level, which we're currently above right now, and we've got a little bit of some fall off coming off, but still everything is looking positive. Also, on the hourly chart, I am seeing volatility start to narrow, which means something big is about to happen very, very soon. Up or down, I'll get into that in a moment. And then here on the 15-minute chart, okay, same thing. We've been respecting the line, the support, that old resistance line. It's been coming in. We're looking like we've got a little reversal mark happening here. So again, we're very close to the resistance points on the 15-minute chart. Okay, so that comes in at 30. So on the 15-minute chart, this is where we're going to start to get some insight. So on the 15-minute chart, we have resistance coming in at around 37,370, call it 37,370. If we break through that, then that will start the stepping stones for us to move higher. Okay, and on the 15-minute chart, we have we're not oversold, we're not overbought or anything. We're coming into sort of a more of a neutral stance. And in this new 15-minute time frame, we just opened up another high-low close point, and we have also hit the bottom of the Bollinger Band on that, which is one of the reasons why we're seeing support come in. So the price is respecting the lower end of the 15-minute Bollinger Band. So the next move based on that, just following this backwards, the next move should bring us to the 37,100 or 200 range minimally. Okay, so what does this all mean? So let me come here. Let me do that. Okay, so what does this all mean? This means that I think the risk here is for Bitcoin to move up. I know I was saying over the next couple of days, we have to play this very close to the vest to see how it's trading. And what I'm starting to see is the bulls seem to be taking control. We did not have the fall off that could have happened 2 days ago. Support came in and has stabilized the price, and it has been drifting higher. Very, very key here. So what I'm suggesting is, if you wanted to participate, in buying Bitcoin, here's the point to do it, with the understanding that you may ride out a down wave if that should happen. So what's your risk here? Your risk to the downside is that it could potentially, if it really gets hit hard, could come down to around 28,000. But then that just opens up the buying opportunity for more, because Bitcoin is not going to crash, and going to 28,000 is not a crash because of the volatility level that this thing has been showing. So that's the downside risk. The upside risk is we don't break out to the downside, we break out to the upside. And if it starts to break out to the upside, it's going to get to $42,000 pretty quick. And then it will probably need to consolidate there. But from what we have been seeing on these things, when it starts to break to a new high, it runs. So the risk here is if it breaks to the upside, if you don't pick up your Bitcoin now and it breaks to the upside, you'll be able to buy it, but at significantly higher levels, 41, 42, maybe even $45,000. So I think on a risk reward, it's better off to just say, okay, my crystal ball is not going to tell me which way it's going to go. My downside risk is this, my upside risk is that. So I'm going with my upside risk. So I'm telling everybody I know, if you're going to pick up Bitcoin, pick it up now, and just be prepared for some volatility on the downside if that should happen. If it doesn't happen, it's a moonshot. And Bitcoin, I'm telling you, is going to make many, many millionaires. So my advice to people is you really need to take a look at Bitcoin. And even some of the altcoins, I haven't been talking about them, but there are some very, very good altcoins that you could participate in. But that's another discussion. All right. Listen, hope you find these helpful. If you do, definitely give me a like, add a comment. Appreciate it. And if you're watching this on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and you could leave a comment. All right. Thank you so much. Have a pleasant and safe Tuesday, and God bless you.